Welcome to Recovery Beyond Belief. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Rule 1, which is one of the 10 rules that I've designed to help people in addiction and also to help people who are dealing with loved ones in addiction. So Rule 1, listen to the experts. Let me give you an example of what I mean. If you were going to build a house, would you sit at home, design the house, then take your design plan to a builder and say, build this for me? Of course you would, because there would be flaws in it. We don't have the expertise to design a house, or most of us don't. So what we would do is we would employ an architect who would sit down and do a proper drawing and scaling of the plan. Obviously you'd have your input into it, but then we would take a properly constructed plan to a builder and say, this is what I want. Similarly, if someone in the family had cancer or diabetes, we would go to a doctor and they would refer us to a specialist, and that specialist would sit down and look at the person who had the cancer or the diabetes or whatever disease it was, and they would then come up with a tailored, customised plan to treat that disease. Addiction to drugs and alcohol is no different. Every person who has an addiction or has a problem with alcohol and drugs requires a customised treatment plan designed by an expert. So Rule 1 is get an expert to design and help you come up with your plan as to how you're going to deal with the issue in the family, how you're going to communicate with each other, and how you're going to go forward in bringing your son or daughter back into the family unit. Stop listening to amateurs. Over the years, I've come across hundreds and hundreds of families who haven't done this. They've spoken to the next door neighbour, or they've spoken to their auntie or uncle who may have some knowledge of how to deal with it. And then we go to listen to people who are in the 12-step fellowship or people who've been in recovery before. And we hear tags like, oh, you're an enabler. You keep enabling your son or daughter to have to stay on drugs and alcohol. And then we have people who say, no, it's time for tough love. It's time to cut them off, cut the props out, make them stand on their own 2 feet. Both of these tough love and enabling sayings are dangerous. Neither are right and neither are wrong. Some parts of being an enabler are actually beneficial to bringing your loved one back. And some parts of tough love are helpful and beneficial in bringing your loved one back. But neither is a strategy by itself that is going to work long term. So Rule 1, make sure you seek out the best advice you can, understand what the issues are that are going through your son or daughter's mind, understand what your role is in helping them come back, understand how you're going to communicate with your partner if you're in a relationship, and how the both of you are going to work together to bring your son or daughter back. Understand how your other family members, your other sisters and brothers, your other daughters and sons are going to interact with the person in the family who's got the addiction, because they often feel left out. They feel like all of the attention's going on to the person who's got the problem, and they're not getting any love and attention, and they're actually doing the right thing. So there is a whole dynamic that is required to be looked at in coming up with a customised plan that suits your particular family situation. So Rule 1, make sure you get professional advice and assistance in how you're going to deal with the addiction issue in your family.